Anytime you get to do an episode of television about tainted pizza causing an entire school to vomit, I think we've done something right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Jumping in to play Nate and this character who's been around for so many years. What's it like bringing him to life finally for a TV series?
Yeah, you touched on it, man. It's a huge level of responsibility to play certainly a title character of anything, but primarily a title character that is based off of a beloved comic strip and series of books. And so I think that the challenge has been twofold, and one that I think the team has really taken on and succeeded in is honoring the source material and making sure that we're representing all of the great friendships and relationships and locations and storylines that you know and love from Big Nate for years and years and years, but also elevating it and inviting in a whole new generation of fans so that we can expand the Big Nate universe. And I think the team's done a really nice job. All of our television episodes are new, original stories based on the characters you know and love, based on a lot of the themes, but never before seen stuff. We've introduced new characters. Jack Black plays Brad Gunter. And I just feel that it's a really nice hybrid. The analogy I've been using is a house. So the comic strip and the book series is the foundation of the house. And now as the TV show and as the voice cast, we really are just layering on rooms and floors and bringing it to life in a new way.
And the episodes are great, but I gotta say, the Valentine's Day episode for me is peak. Like, it is phenomenal. Everything about it.
Thanks, man. Anytime you get to do an episode of television about tainted pizza causing an entire school to vomit, I think we've done something right.
And especially the color of the vomit, the bright, radioactive green.
I mean, Nickelodeon slime, right?
The cast is so great working with you. What did you have a chance to kind of chum around with them at all, or is it really just you're in your own booth and that's it?
Well, here's the real beauty of this show and why it's been so magical is the three other main cast members on the show I already had wonderful real life friendships with going into the series. And so, for example, Arnie Pantoja, who plays Teddy Ortiz, is my real life writing and improv partner. And so we get to improvise on the show together. So you see our real life vibe, our real life comedy duo dynamic represented in Nate and Teddy. Bryce Charles, who plays Dee Dee and I, she's the theater nerd of our show. Bryce and I did a play together 2 months prior to being cast in Big Nate. So we bonded over theater. Daniel, who plays Francis, him and I met, we're both short guys. We met at a Christmas elf audition back in the day for a commercial. And so we had this wonderful bond. And we booked this show the first week of the pandemic in March 2020. And so it's been so fascinating because I feel so grateful we had this existing real life friendship and these bonds because we've been able to lean on that as the glue of the show because we've all been, as you stated, remote, recording from home. Here I am in my home voiceover studio talking to you right now. But the beauty of our show and what makes it so unique is we're still able to record as an ensemble, where so many other shows have gone to remote one-on-one recording with you and a voice director. Now we get on a Zoom and we're still able to riff with each other. We're still able to improvise. And I think that has really elevated the performances in the show. You will see time and time again, we're able to incorporate those little improvisational moments of magic that you can only achieve by recording as an ensemble. So it's a real testament to the whole team for figuring out a way to make it happen despite the pandemic. And it's just astounding to me that you can see this whole television show and none of us have ever been in the same room.
That's amazing. That really is, because we've heard about the shows that have filmed through the pandemic and been forced through the protocols. That's amazing that you guys are able to do this.
Yeah, it's been a real technical achievement in terms of how it all works with us recording over Zoom and Source Connect and all of our individual studio needs and microphones. I give the engineers at Nickelodeon a lot of credit for helping us get up to speed in the early days of the pandemic, making sure that we really could sound broadcast quality from home. I'm currently in a converted walk-in closet. It's been a lot of sort of isolated time. We are all desperate to sort of get back in person together and have some human connection. But I would say one of the positives is PS38 and Ratcliffe and the world of Big Nate has been a beautiful escape for all of us. It's been made with so much love as we've escaped into this world over the last 2 years. COVID is not a thing in PS38, and we hope that the same is true when someone watches it. This show provides a beautiful escape, 22, 23 minutes of levity and laughter, escaping some of the real-life issues that the world is currently going through.
Well, I love the way you're introducing the show to your TikTok followers, and that whole vibe is fantastic. I mean, do you expect some maybe toddler fans to be coming through maybe too, or what's that whole conversation like with the TikTok fans?
I appreciate it. It's fun. With almost 4.5 million kiddos on the TikTok, it's been a great outlet to help sort of promote the show, help build up the audience. And also, like you said, I've been working on Nickelodeon for over a decade now. I've played the toddler on Henry Danger and Danger Force. Most of the kids who know my work sort of think of that first. And so, yeah, I think people's minds have sort of been blown online over the last couple of weeks of like, wait a minute, the toddler is also Big Nate. So that's been a fun, sort of way to kind of connect the toddler fans to Nate. And look, in many ways, they're both kind of pranksters, and there's some of the same vibe there. I'm just so grateful to have formed such a wonderful relationship with Nickelodeon over the years that, it's just been a dream come true. I grew up watching, Doug and Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy and Keenan and Kel and all that. So, to work on Nickelodeon, both on camera and in animation, is just a really humbling experience, and one that, it feels very full circle.
That's very cool. I mean, that's the other question, when you get to play these there's a carefree spirit to these characters that it must be, I'm assuming, is fun to embody. I mean, what's the best part of playing Nate?
Man, I think the thing that I admire most about Nate is his confidence, even if it's unearned confidence, even if it's the confidence that he really shouldn't have because he doesn't know what he's doing. And it's probably hiding some deep-seated insecurities, but Nate's a really confident guy, a kid, and he's got this wonderful ragtag group of misfits, and they're not really cool, but they think they're cool, and that's all that matters, right? And in many ways, this is a 6th grade do-over for me because I was kind of an insecure, introverted kid. I spent my childhood drawing, doing art, I had trouble making friends. And so Nate doesn't have that problem at all. I share the art with him. The fact that the character I voice now is also an artist is just such a weird parallel that I love. But, I'm sort of getting to live that confident 6th grade that I never really had in real life. And we could all aspire to have Nate's level of confidence.
Well, the last thing I want to know is if you could aspire to voice a character that you haven't had the chance to yet, but you'd like to, is there someone you've always dreamed of that maybe, there's a wish fulfillment at some point?
Well, I'll tell you, the real wish is a animated toddler spinoff. Because doing the toddler voice is just so much fun. So there could be something there. Who knows, right?
That would be awesome. Well, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. It's really a pleasure to talk to you.
Nice to meet you, man. Thanks so much for the conversation.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.